Good evening and welcome to ERL F1 stream and tonight we are starting the F1 season from Australia, Albert Park. In the lobby at the moment we have 17 drivers. Hopefully we are getting 2 or maybe 3 more, but at least with this setup we are currently going. Today in the commentary box Owen Wirt is not here because of migraine, so unfortunate for him, but I'm here in the commentary box alone tonight. Tonight you guys have some few new graphics here on the YouTube. Next week one more. I forgot to plug it in this week, but next week you will have it. But here we are currently waiting for the host. The clock is already 2 minutes past, so we should be going in the next couple of minutes. But at this point, let's talk about the track. It's Australian Grand Prix, Albert Park. Of course, in the game, there should be nothing about is the track dirty or not. The track is always in the same shape, so of course, during the qualifying, it's getting better and better. But it's not. The difference is not that big as it is in the real life. So pretty much it doesn't need that you're going on the last minutes on the lap. It's enough if you can make a good run at the start, then it means that you can do a very good strong performance, even you miss or crash out at the beginning, but you have a good lap in the storage. Here in the lobby we are currently going or preparing, but to be honest, the Bahrain track is very technical. If you don't handle the corners or your setup is poor, it might mean that you might miss a lot of time on the track. And it's not actually Bahrain, it's Australian Grand Prix. What the hell am I doing here? Australia, it's still very technical, and if your setup is not correct, you can lose lots of time. Hopefully no one has that issue today when we are going right now into the lobby. Sorry if I'm today shaking Bahrain and Australia together, because my league has Bahrain Grand Prix tonight, or it had F2 Bahrain Grand Prix today, but ERL F1 has Australia today, so this can shake up things a little bit. But here drivers are making their tire decisions. And today the voice should not be buggy, it should be fine today. During the stream I'm trying to find the correct levels, so sorry if I'm killing someone's ears at the start of the stream. But I'm trying to find the balance between game voices and my voice. And here we can see poor driving is only one we are waiting for. And now he's done as well, so we are going into the race and start the ERL F1 season. Hopefully I have enough words to say here that I'm going to be quiet for a long while. The qualifying has started 18 minutes here in Australia. First race of F1 2019 league racing for ERL officially, where the points are given. So this can be a very interesting one to see. Maybe lap times are going to 1:19, maybe low 1:90s. This track is very quick if you can get a good and quick setup. You can even go under 120s or even to the low 90s. So it's very high chance that we are going to get those lap times tonight. But here we go, first time today. Let's make the correct setups or settings for me. And here we're going. So 17 drivers to begin this F1 season. Hopefully the game voices are now okay. I can't promise right away. So I take them down a little bit. Looks like they're a bit too high. That should be okay. But I am expecting today the pole position to be for Janol is strong, Speedtas is strong, Rafa, Margues, or Wayne. Those are the guys that I am expecting to take the pole today. Or FPL it's of course a strong one. Of course, it's the start of the season, so nothing can be told until the qualifying is over. 5 viewers, welcome to the live stream for ERL F1 Australian Grand Prix. V6 Racer is driving for Williams this season, and he's one of the first drivers out there. And actually Plazan is driving as well for Williams. Everyone else is on the outlap, but Andres XD Loco is still in the pit lane, so he has no hurry anywhere. He's taking the Mercedes strategy. No hurry, just few runs. Wayne has already started his flyer. Oh, very good. Not actually, he lost the back, so not actually a good one. There's yellow flags. I think it's a slow car. Yeah, it's the Wayne who is slowing down. Oh, just put driving off as well. An out lap. Marquez is starting his flying lap. Very strong turn 1. Perfect line for turn 1 for Marquez. Rafa is going. Here's yellow flag somewhere. Sorry for this kind of selecting, but I don't want to do this kind of stuff, so I'm just going to do L2, R2. Here goes FPL It's. He's starting the flyer. Hopefully the game voices are good. I need some comments if the game voice is good because it's first time when I do it this way. It's had a very good run in the turn 1. Brett is preparing for the lap. Salan and V6 Racer are on the lap. There's Sumster on the way. Yes. Sumster on the way. Oh, he's going down to inside in qualifying. I don't think the speed difference was that large that you need to do that. Of course, V6 Racer was on the lap, so I don't know what to say. That was pretty interesting. V6 Racer's lap is ruined. Sumster has been disqualified from the session for driving the wrong way. And Sasuna has retired out, so he has crashed out somewhere. Can't spectate. Oh, god damn it. He has crashed out somewhere. Yeah, there he is. There he is. In turn 11. Unfortunate for him. Sumster starting from last place of the grid. Here comes It's. The run has been very strong. It's 19-9. 19-7 is Lewis pole, professional pole position. Then comes Rafa. It's Kalkers. I'm not even going to try that. I say T1000. Channel Samuti Pito V6 Racer who has a ruined lap. And then anyone else has not even sent a lap time. So, like I said, we are going to do 119s today. Fredette goes 8 fastest. He is 0.9 seconds away from professional pole. Lucky 2 is on the lap. It's not a lap actually, it's a slow down lap. At least it looks like it. Wayne is on the out lap. Anyone else on the lap? Looks like no. Everyone else is pitting for a fresh set of boots, and then they are going again in the next couple of minutes. They are all pitting at the end of this lap. There's no one trying a lap. Apart from driving, he's on a lap. Good sector 2. Yellow flag somewhere, maybe slowing cars. Slower cars maybe trying to get back to the pits. But Bird Driving has had a good lap so far. He's the only one on the lap, or is lucky this pitting, so he's the only one on the lap. Hopefully these guys are not coming to the way. No, they are not coming to the way. Looks like they're out of fuel. Very wide last corner, and here he comes to the line. He's going for 1:21.6, so that's not a very strong one. Their game was still a little bit more down. Now there should be no chance that they are too high. Yeah, Wayne has started his another lap. Pretty good run now. No oversteering this time. So that's pretty strong. Turn 1 and sector 2 maybe that, sector 1 maybe that way. Oh, that's a bit wide, hopefully not invalidated. I got from that one, hopefully he did not. Sector 1, very strong, 26.4. Maybe one of the fastest guys. Let's have a look. Yeah, only 1/10 away from the leader after Sector 1, so not that bad. That's a wide one, so Wayne has to go out again at some point. At some point during the qualifying. Ooh, bit oversteer in turn 10 and another lap ruined. So not easy start for the weekend for Wayne. Norafa on outlap, Calcruz on outlap. T1000 is starting his lap here. And here we go. Some of the Pitos on outlap, so... And now Alex XD Loco has caught himself on the track. Marguez is again on the track. Wayne has pitted. Here goes Luis. The guy who I did not expect to take a pole position today. So... hopefully he's the little surprise for me. Rafa starting his lap, that was a corner cut, at least in my pole. Looks like it was not a corner cut in his pole. There's a slow car somewhere. It's Alex XD Loco who has lost his front wing completely. Oh no, he has not. It looked like he has lost it, but he did not. Rafa 26.2, that's 300 of the second faster than Lewis in the sector 1. Calcurs is coming very well as well. With number 22 here. Through turn 5, very good one. Turn 6, next one. He's 1/10 faster, so he's 700 of the second faster than Rafa in sector 1. T1000 is coming to finish his lap. Then comes Rafa and then comes Calcurs. And here we go. It's a slowing car there. It goes for 20.1, so it's 6th fastest. Rafa has slower cars in front. Hopefully they're not going to interrupt him at least much. Here we go. Last corner. Here comes Rafa. It's going to be 19.6, and that's professional pole. Lewis is starting his lap. Calcurs is finishing his lap. We are going very quick here in Australia at the moment. The yellow flag is because of the slowing car. Calcurs has invalidated his lap time. T1000 is on outlap or in lap. V6 Racer has crashed out as well, so not the best possible start for Williams this weekend here in Australia. Oh, here he is. There he was in the wall. At least, actually, he has pressed retire from the session button, so he's rendered out from the session. Lewis is coming extremely well into these corners. Very good line. Ah, that was a big cut. If that lap is not invalidated, I'm going to say that it's Mafia looking at these races. If that was not invalidated. That was so big cut. Speed Touch is coming to finish his lap. It's not a good one, at least looks like a bad one. He goes wide in the last corner, he hits the wall with the back tires, the rear tires. He's not going to improve. Lewis has pitted. Lucky 2 is cutting track a lot actually. Channel is 7 seconds off, so he's not improving. Some with the Pito Tres is starting his lap actually. Let's have a look of turn 1. Very good one in turn 1. Some with the Pito 1.2 seconds off. He's slowing down. Poor driving is coming full throttle here. Marguez is slowing down. 7 minutes to go here in Australia. And hit the grass a little bit there. Oh, luckily not bad. Some of the Pito has pitted here. Journal is on a new lap. Very good line. Cliffy is here, kind of reclaim that I'm doing this season. Channel cut at the track and nearly lost the whole car in turn 6. So, not the best way to start the quali lap. But there's still 6 minutes to go for new runs. Wayne is finishing first time disqualifying a cute lap time. Here he comes, it's 120.0. Because he's only 6th fastest here. Calkers is on his out lap. Very tight. Top 8 within half a second, so that's a very good one actually. I have to check the... Has there been any messages about weather? At least I don't see anything. Gallagher starting the lap. Pretty good one in the turn 1. Andres Esquiloco cutting a track a lot. Is he going to even make a new fastest sector? He cut the track, still half a second away. Poor driving is coming in turn 11, turn 12. Open the DRS. And on the back straight. Very good apex, and exit is very important into the next nearly full throttled corner. The right-hander. Then the braking, no lockups needed here. You're going to be very slow if you make a lockup here. Very close to the cross, full throttle corner. And here comes Bird driving into the last corner. It's going to be 21s. 21.0, 1.4 seconds off for 13th fastest. Everyone within 1.4 seconds apart Marquez, who hasn't even got a good lap yet. T1000. Sunday driving. Lewis on a lap actually. Very close one. Was that invalidated? I don't know. Rafa is on a lap as well, so let's look at this duo for a while. Touch the grass, not good for the lap time, very wide there, so Lewis is not going to take a pole today if he does not pit right now. Yeah, he's pitting right now. And Rafa has crashed maybe in turn 12. So, nobody's driving, poor driving has finished the lap, so it's Marquez for who we are waiting at the moment. It's now waiting game for the best possible track position when we head down for the last laps. And Australia, Albert Park. Here goes Marquez on his lap. He's perfectly in front of everyone. Here goes a little cut in turn 1, not a good one for his lap time. The OSD was so bad that his worst sector is going to be trash. Hopefully he can fix the problems in sector 2 and 3. But the gap to the lead is going to be big. Very wide there. P14 is not the place where you want to start in Australia. Of course you can get the harder tires on, but still it's not a good place to start. There goes 2.3 seconds off his pace. That was a cut. That must be invalidated. Surprised if not. He's coming into the last couple of corners. And here he comes. That was invalidated, so he has to go again. He has retired, so he's taking the P14. That's never a good thing. Oi, oi, So it is going out now. He has a bit hurry. Lucky 2 is on the lap. Sorry. Lucky 2's first sector is coming pretty well. It's 1/10 away from the lead after sector 1, so not that bad actually. He is coming very well. Janol is all. Janol is no longer on the lap. He cut at turn 11. At least, if the pace is that kind of. Lucky 2 coming very close to the track limits. Excellent turn 11 and 12. He can be a surprise. Very much traffic in the last couple of corners. Here comes Lucky 2. The traffic is going to interrupt him. Lewis has retired, so he is out of trying in this session. Here comes Lucky 2, out from the final corner. And here we go. Into the line. He takes 3rd place. Very close one, but good lap. Speedtash is on the lap. Oh, very close to the track limits. Perfect line for Speedtash. He's one of the pole contenders here. Checkered flag is out in qualifying. Here comes flat out. That's very perfect line. Wayne goes 2nd fastest. Lucky 2 is off, of course. He is out of qualifying. Kalkers goes fastest. Oh, this battle. Here goes. He goes. Speedtash goes fastest. 76 milliseconds. Then goes Rafa. 96 milliseconds. T1000 is the next potential driver. Oh, he's only 22 milliseconds away. This is going to be nuts. Some with the pit on poor driving. They have no chance here, I guess. So it's all about 3000. Who is 1000. 1T1000. Who is trying to do it. And explore the bank. Rafa is of course still on the lap, but he's after T1000. Here comes. Where does he go? Rafa goes to pits, and T1000 has no chance to improve. So Speedtash takes the pole position here in Australia by 76 milliseconds. And Rafa has retired. So we are ready to head into the race. That was a very interesting qualifying. Perfect lines through the corners. And perfect setup. That's how you take the pole position. Speedtash, Kalkers, Rafa, Wayne, Lewis, Lucky 2, It's, T1000, Andres X Kiloko, and every FDR Dreads fills up the top 10. Then, unfortunately, the channel takes the secondary pole position, P11. He can take harder tires. Some of the Pito, poor driving. VSR Masquerade, V6 Racer, Pshalan, and Samster. That's the starting order for today's Australian Grand Prix. Here are we. After the action zones, we are on the formation lap here already. So let's have a look of the tires. Top 10 of course on the soft tires. And then comes Channel takes the medium tires on, some Pito takes medium tires, Muscuars takes mediums, and Sumster takes the medium tires. Like we saw from the action zones, Australian Grand Prix hasn't been a boring one in the last couple of years. It's been a very interesting one, and it has contained lots of crashes, battles, and that kind of stuff. So hopefully this race can give us another offer of that kind of F1 action. Pre-season was completely mess. The British Grand Prix start in a pre-season, there was so much action that even I was not prepared for that, and I wasn't staying behind with the cameras. Hopefully this time, if there's not that much action, I can even stay in the go. But Speedtash is preparing to get his car back to the grid for the 29 lap race in around Australia. The Sauber, very rare look in the real grid to be in the front row. But of course, and luckily in the game everything is possible, even Williams can take a pole position. So, and here we go. The first drivers are preparing themselves. Could I get a bit more better angle, or is this the best one the game can give me? This is the best one the game can give me. Here we are, on the grid. Two, 4, 5 red lights for the Australian Grand Prix, and here we go. One of the grids is empty, I don't know why, but here we are going underway in Australia. Good start from Calkers. He takes the P1 from the start. Speedtash is going very well. And same for Rafa. He's going down the inside of Speedtash. Does he have enough pace? No, he does not. He's around the outside anyway in the next corner. Very good start for everyone. No mess this time. Actually, there is behind. It's Sumster. What happened? Was that resetting or something? But something interesting as well. I don't know what happened, but his car was spinning so awkward that I don't even know what happened there, to be honest. If you don't count that, very clean start. It's a real 3 wide moment. Oh, luckily they survived that one. Lots of corner cutting behind. Janul is still P11, stuck in P11. Let's have a look at position changes. Oh, the Sumster crashed behind, so... And the virtual safety car has been called out to this. So, maybe beating? No one's coming to pits at the lap 1. So... Actually, there is Lucky too, coming to the pits. He's racing against time. He's dropping. Let's have a look what kind of tires he's going to take on. He's going to take on the medium tire. Hard or medium? That's hard tires, so he's going till the end of this race with this set of tires. The virtual safety car has ended and we are green, green, green. In Australia, once again, Calkers has already managed to do a half a second lead here. Then comes Speedtash, Lewis and Rafa. Bad start for Rafa from P1, from P3 down to P4. Lewis managed to take up 2 positions in the start, so... And Muscuars managed to do 6 positions in the start. Maybe 7th coming very shortly. So... that was the best start of the day. Of course there was crashes, but he, I think, made 4 overtakes by himself. Without anyone else helping on it. That's pretty good actually. And Wayne has passed Rafa. So Rafa must made some kind of mistake. Anything else doesn't explain what happened. There's a crash behind my... Yep, there's Lucky 2. He has spun on those hard tires. So this means that Lucky 2 can't make this till the end of the race. The tire wear is going to be so heavy at the end. So he has to hope for some kind of safety car to come out. Some with the Pito. Fastest lap. First time penalties drop into the game. So he's going to make a little chicky at the end of the race. And we're starting to memorize. Oh, what kind of... It's Kalkers! He has lost it! He made Valtteri Bottas stuff. Kalkers has got a 5-second time penalty for severe collision with Speedtash. I think that's going to be removed by the stewards afterwards, because that was a bad one. Kalkers has just destroyed his race like Bottas did in wet conditions last week. And that was a bad start for the season. Of course, there's 20 more races coming, but still a bad start for the season. Speedtash is going to thank for this. He's leading the race after a bad start, so he's surely thanking Kalkers from the mistake. Samantha Pito is only 3/10 away from poor driving, and Vincent Racer is only half a second away from Chalan, his teammate, so not that much action in the race, but a lot of crashes here. Speedtash goes automatically fastest when it's clean air in front of him. So now it's all about driving, all about pace, and all about time management. Nothing else is going to destroy this kind of stuff, and these 3 or 4 drivers fighting for the win. Maybe 3000 is joining the battle, but then Marcus maybe, yeah. But and Kalkers is deserving his 5-second time penalty here, so not deserving. Oh, I lost the word. Anyway, he was suffering his 5-second time penalty there, so... And Lucky 2 has taken a 3-second time penalty in turn 1, so... The Kalkers 5-second time penalty is now served, so if the safety car comes out, there's nothing needed from Stutz, because the 5-second had no effect there. So... He had dropped anyway behind the Lucky 2 without the penalty, so there was no effect for the penalty. It's now suffered, so there's no stress about that at the end of the race. Salan is very close to poor driving. He's showing himself in the mirrors, but not going past yet. There's threats. That's a train going in the last couple of corners. Lewis is sending it the fastest lap here. Here comes Dretz. He has to make a pass into turn 1. The speed difference is so big. And here goes. Bye, have a great time for Andres XD Loco. And now Janul, he sees his chance to overtake Andres XD Loco here on the back straight. He goes down the inside. That was very dangerous. Dangerous overtake. Of course, within the rules, but very dangerously looking overtake. Everyone survived a little crash cutting, but it's okay. The crash is too long anyway. The crash is too long anyway. So here's the battle. It's the battle of the race. Sorry for the notifications on the screen. Lewis is catching up to Speedtash lap after lap. Wayne is looking for Naffar's head. He has the DRS, Naffar does not. This fight at the back is very good. But this is the fight maybe for the victory. The pit window, when it is coming to go. The tires are 5 and 4 laps old. So the pit windows may be somewhere around lap 9, lap 10. So average time lost in the pit lane here is about 20 seconds, 25 seconds, somewhere around there. So let's have a look at the leader. If Speedtash is going to pit his lap, he's going to chop to P12. So he's not close to anyone, so he can push hard to get back to the lead. But so he has to pit in the next couple of laps, otherwise Lucky 2 and guys will catch up. So Well, lots of opportunities here still to come in this race. Now Lewis is very close to take speed touch. DRS open on the back straight. Now there's somebody has crashed out. There is Palasan, who has crashed out. Or at least spun out. Not crashed, but spun. Palasan is going to pit this lap for sure. Speed touch not yet, but Lewis is attacking. Here comes the DRS open. This must be a fastest lap. He's so close. Actually not. It's not the fastest lap. At least a very good one. Perfect line for turn 1. Here goes. I don't think there's not enough power for the overtake this lap, so he has to get a little bit closer. He's very close. Here goes Janul. He's passing Dritz, and here goes Janul is P7. Smutpito runs a bit. V6 Racer has crashed out by himself from the last place, so is this a potential safety car? We don't know where is the car, so that's the issue. It's somewhere around here. I think the car has already despawned. There's still yellow flag, so not yet, but very shortly the car is going to despawn. Here? It was somewhere around here. Maybe another turn 12 incident. But this fight for the race win, this is going to be a very critical fight for the race win. At least. No pitting yet. It's lap 8 already. Or starting lap 8. No pitting yet. Lewis is coming closer and closer lap after lap. But it's not enough. Oh, Speed has lost it! He has lost it! And Lewis is going to take a lead of this race. And he's going right away to the 1.5 second lead. So he has a very secure lead at the moment. That was a bad one for Speed Dash. We saw in the qualifying that his car is oversteering a lot at the exit of turn 1. And at least in the high speed corners. And now we can really see it when it's oversteering in the race. So there's not enough downforce in the car. He's focused more on the top speed. And it's costing a big time now. And many drivers close to each other, top 5 within 6 seconds. So there's no space for mistakes this race. He got in the track and that's a penalty. I saw that coming and it came. Lucky 2 is very close to poor driving. But not close enough to have a highlight. Someone's gone. It's Andreas Xkiloko who's gone in turn 12 again. Here comes T1000. Of course, coasting is on. Unfortunately, coasting is decreasing the chance of safety cars. So if the coasting will be taken away, the chance of safety cars will be half higher. So, in my opinion, that's not a good thing to have a coasting on. Andreas XD Loco is leading everyone by. So he has a red front wing. He's coming back to pits. Yeah, I was about to say that his race is over. And it is. DA is coming to the pit lane. Hopefully this is not going to cost safety car. Or once again Mafia is controlling the race. He has left the session. Holy that was close. Very dangerous one. But we survived. Oh, there's now nothing happening in the race. It's all quiet here in Australia. Somebody Pito is closing up. He's going down the inside. He has missed shot corner. Yep, there it goes. And Lewis is back in front. So there comes Wayne. He's in the pits and he has taken a 5-second time penalty. That's not good on a long term. It's a bit bad. He goes softs on or maybe hards. Yes, hard tires on, and he's going to the end of this race. Can you show the tire compounds? Here I'm showing at the moment. I was reading your mind. So Marquez, Channel, and Samu Pito is running on mediums. They started on toes. Betts has pitted. He's coming straight in front of poor driving. So that's a good one. Salan is in the pit lane. Changing the front wing, and he has dropped to last place. Calkers has taken the softs on his earlier pit stop, so he's really hoping for the safety car to come out at this point, some point of the race. If the safety car comes out now, Marcus, Channel, and some of the Pito are ching winners because they get a free pit stop. Yes, they get a free pit stop. The pit stop behind the safety car takes about 13 seconds here. So if Marcus is coming to the pits, he drops only to P3. So that's not bad actually, and he's going to the end of the race. Of course everyone else is going, but he will get lots of free positions. If the race conditions stay as they are... Oh, here goes! Somebody has crashed. It's poor driving. He has crashed out. He has left the session, and he has left the car driving on the road. But if the race stays like this, Marquez is going to drop to P8. So... that's the position where he was before the pit stops. So, not a surprising one. Yeah, everyone else has pitted apart from Marcus, Channel, and Samu Pito, and position changes here. Marcus 13 places up, Channel 9, Samu Pito 9, and Lewis 1 position. So Lewis is actually leading the race virtually at the moment. He's leading the race. So Lewis is leading by 2 seconds here after Speedtash made a mistake in turn 1 earlier in the race. Speedtash virtually second, Rafa third, Wayne fourth, and Lewis has taken a penalty here. So not a good one for at this point of the race. Now there's nothing happening, the gaps are pretty big. This is the closest rivals here on the track at the moment. Marquez, Channel, and some of the Pito are not going to pit for a while. They are going on the hard tires as well, but they are not pitting yet. Or actually, some of the Pito is pitting. So he has pitted early on. He's taking on the hard tires. And here he goes. Look like a slow pit stop, but can't be sure. Spectating is lagging sometimes. Some of the Pito drops to P9. Actually P10. Yeah, he drops to P10 just about behind his teammate. So... and now it's waiting game for Channel and Marcus. Kelvin gave us a little prediction. Channel has lost it. A little prediction that Marcus is even staying out for maybe 10 more laps. And same for Channel to put on the soft tires. Of course, if this goes, they have to push hard now. Channel is at least having issues with the tire set. These guys have to push for 13 more seconds. At least. So it's push for those drivers. If you're good enough for managing the tires, that could be a possible scenario. T1000 is again going. Channel is pitted. Channel has pitted, so he's not going for the softs. He's on hard tires. Game's lacking a little bit. There goes. He's coming in front of Channel. No, in front of Gretz. So But 5 or 6 more laps for Marquez. Maybe he's leading by 13 seconds, so he has to push for 7 more to have a chance to win this race on the softs. So he has to really push now. He's really pushing hard, hopefully. Now Speed Touch is pretty close to Rafa. 1.1 seconds. T1000 is still even closer to Wayne. Well, this is kind of boring stuff now. It's waiting game, waiting for the laps to go even more down. And when the laps go down, the race is going to be shorter, so halfway in the race now. It's now like chasing another drivers. At this point, T1000 is showing himself in the mirrors, but he has no chance to attack yet. He has to get 3/10 closer to have a chance to overtake. Dretz is close to channel. He's maybe looking at it. Not enough pace, no chance. Oh, coming very close on the braking zone. It looks like Marquez is trying for the softs, at least he's going still. But Lewis is catching up, so at this point it could be a better opportunity for pit on the hards and then have more fresh hards than anyone else. Per driving has joined. He's maybe joined for retiring possession. Nope. He left again. But maybe fresh hards could be a good opportunity here. And then push with those without the risk of getting punctures. And you can still get a good lap times. At least separated the others. Marquez from P14 has already made himself lead the race. But it's not a finishing position maybe tonight. There's still a pit stop to do. Speed Touch is very close. Same for Dretz. It's extremely close going into turn 1. He's forcing Channel to cut the track. By giving some pressure. He's close, but not enough. But not enough close. There's 2 fights. Speed Touch versus Lewis. And Dretz versus Channel. Speed Touch is closing, he's very close going to the DRS zone. It's extremely close, same for Dretz. Speed Touch is not enough close, but Dretz could be. No opportunities for passing. Marquez has taken a 3-second time penalty, so that's not going to help him in the race. Here goes Speed Touch. Already 6/10 off, so no chance for overtake. Oh, there's Kalkers. He has crashed out in the middle of the straight, like we saw there a little bit. There, here we can see it again. Maybe. He's there. In the middle of the straight. So that was a pretty odd one. Kalkers made a mistake earlier in the race. He crashed out like Bottas. And now he retired on the straight, so... Well, there's now nothing happening in the race. I can just chill here. and wait for something. It's a little bit waiting game here. This is maybe one of the most boring times as a commentator, but these things happen from time to time. It's not the end of the world. Dredge is close to channel. If he gets turn one well, he's... Now it's going to be attack. It's going to be an overtake now. Slipstream and DRS. Is he going down the inside? No, he's not. Channel is defending very well on the hard tires. So you can see Dredge is on medium tires. So by logic, Dredge should be a lot quicker than Channel, but he's stuck behind him, so he has to do some jobs to get past here. 12 laps to go. Marquez is going for the softs, but he's going to drop very far. Marquez has pitted. He's going to drop to P7 or P6, P6 or P7. He's taking the soft tires, and that's going to be the fastest lap of the race for sure. Yep, he drops to P6. Channel is not close enough for passing. Here goes P6. And here goes Dredge. Oh, Channel was about to push him wide. There we go. Dredge has made the pass. That was required. And now he can see the freedom. Channel is challenging around the outside and then the inside to the next corner, but there's no chance. Now push hard. Dredge. We are only 4 seconds away from Marquez. So, Marquez is P6 and he has the soft tires on. So if he's not going, he has to make the fastest lap now and then conserve the tires at the end of the race. He can't push for the fastest lap at the end. He has to do it now or never. Marquez for podium, he has 9 seconds to podium plus penalties. So maybe, there's 10 laps to go, so maybe. There's a big chance for podium today, if all goes well and you can get past guys very quickly. Speed touch is close to Luis. We need a little weather changes, quick weather changes into the game. Make a little tweak here. First raining, then not, then raining again not. Let's try. We need those weather changes so you can really see who is the best Ferrari the best Ferrari strategist here in ERL. Turn on the springers, yeah, it would be very cool. Colliding, and then FIA has no control to it and it can just blow up by its own in the middle of the race. Or there's a given a chance, like 40%. There's a 40% chance for the springers to go on during the race at any time. So that would be a very, very cool one. Surprise, surprise, somebody goes over to just past the last corner and then the sprinters goes on to full wet conditions. That would suck. But it's any given time, so you can't expect it. It would be very cool actually. 2021 new rule changes. At least I'm working for it. Heavy rain and springers would be very dangerous. Even more water on the track. Sea in the middle of the track. Saloon Han has taken a penalty once again. He's outside the points anyway, so It's like 10 drivers and then 2 drivers. Somebody crashed out. Oh, it's Drest who has left the session after his mistake. I take a little bit back. 9 drivers, and then there's 2 coasters and 1 actually driving without the points. So Platoon is going to take P10 today. So just right in the middle of the sea. That would be Atlantic F1 Grand Prix. There's no track. You can choose your racing lines. Your objective is to get to America first. The first guy in America wins. That would be a very interesting race. But it would exceed the 300-kilometer limit. So FIA would disable that right away. So, and the qualifying session would take more than 1 hour. So that would be a very interesting one. But there's no chance for that, unfortunately. Lucky to take another penalty. Speed touch is very, very close to Lewis. Marquis has not even tried for fastest lap yet. He's saving ERS. No point to attack, you're quicker anyway. Watch boat races. We just had a boat race in Finland, like in my neighbor. There was pit lanes and that kind of stuff, but I had no time to watch those. It was F4 boats. So, like F4 but with boats. So that was a very interesting one. There was actually 3 Finnish drivers. Every one of them managed to flip their boats around in the lake. So that was a very dangerous one, but I don't mind that much of boat racing. The asphalt and the grip is the thing. Marquez is very close. And here goes. That's a pass. Up the inside. Little touch, but it's okay. Marquez is up to P5. And now it's push for P4, and then way to the podium begins. Yeah, this is the closest battle at the moment on track. Marquez is only 7 tenths away, so he's going to pass next lap. But Speed Touch is even closer to Lewis. Closing, closing, closing. They both had a DRS here, so it's a ruined lap. Let's check the penalties in 3 or 4 laps. So we can see pretty live data from penalties. Marquez is going for pass right now. Yeah, so much more pace with the DRS he's going, but not enough pace to do that. That would have been too long dive. Not a driver off. It's Plazan who has just retired out from this race. Oh, he has crashed out in turn 11. Samuel Pito is the last guy running. Yeah. So Samuel Pito is the last guy running. And here goes. Ooh, it was a bit pushed off. Now Wayne is going to attack back. He has no chance, of course. So now Marquez has 8 seconds to the lead. So Was the old champion? Is it the Calkers, or maybe Calkers must be a champion? There's no other who I know had been a champion. Or Fritz. Or Marcus, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what you mean as an old champion, so if you could explain me that in the comments. Sasahon is season 2 champion, I think. Oh, okay. I even didn't know that. Thanks for informing. Everyone else is over 1 second, but Wayne is within 1 second to Marcus, so F1 2016, that was far away. Very far away. That would be a very cool one to see. Unfortunately, nowadays it's not possible anymore, maybe. Dasun has to find so much more pace to be a champion, at least in F1. Now I understand why some of the commentators are quiet for half a lap. It's because they have nothing to say, and if they say something, it's bullshit, so that's why I know. Now I know why they are so quiet, so I don't blame them anymore. So, of course, sometimes they could talk about something, but they don't usually. So, there's no pit stops remaining. It would be very cool if you could see from the detail, you could see the penalties, how many seconds the driver have a penalty. It would be very cool. Cody's, take that in mind. Wayne is again close to Marcus, so Marcus has not made that big gap to Wayne. Let's have a look of the penalties next lap. Once these critical corners are done. Let's look at them now. So Lewis has 3 seconds. Speedtash has no penalties. Rafa has no penalties. Marcus has 3 seconds. Wayne 9 seconds. Maybe 12 coming. 3000, no penalties. Channel, no penalties. Samu Pito, last guy running, 1 penalty. So yeah, Samu Pito has just got a penalty. So not much penalties actually for the remaining of the throws. Oh, there's channel round. He said before the race in the stream that he is a beast, but he's the last guy running. Nearly. Lucky 2 is actually the last guy running. Very, very bad starts for the season for the old good drivers. Kalkers, good driver, bad start. Channel, very good driver, bad start. Of course, top 3, top 4 is actually old. The old good one. Here goes Speedtash. Ooh, there's contact. Lewis maybe a little bit forced Speedtash out from the track. Well, that was the closest that Speedtash has got this year. At this race, actually. Wayne is not close enough to be a highlight. 3 laps to go. Sorry for the bit laggy sounds if you can hear them. I don't know why it's lagging. Only 3/10 away. Not a bad one. Again, it's very close. Our tires are... They both have 18 laps, old hearts. That can really make a difference here with the grip. The grip is bad, as you can see. Wayne is only half second away from Marquez. But this is even closer, only 3/10. Oh, Speedtest has taken another penalty. He has 6 seconds already. If I remember correct. Speedtest finds some pace. He has now 3 seconds. So it means that he's not going to win the race. But if Lewis takes a penalty, then there's a chance. But he has only 1 warning. So that's a big issue for Speedtest. Speedtest has now to make the pass and then get a 3-second lead. Wayne has taken a penalty while trying to attack Marquez. Oh man. The game is lacking a little bit for me, and by that for you as well. My PlayStation 4 is not running the game well enough. Wayne is attacking way too hard. Now his speed that's very close to the walls at least. Lucky 2 sets the fastest lap from P9. He's the last guy running, remember that. Reds and Poor Driving are driving with the coasts. So there's only 9 drivers remaining in this race. Marquez has taken a penalty, rip his podium. The penalty of Marquez is not, Speedtest is not going to affect race results here. At this moment. The grip is bad. And we are starting the last lap right now. Oh, there's Marquez has made a mistake on those soft tires. I was talking about the grip. It's going to be bad. Second last lap. Oh my. Here goes Channel, he's challenging Samu to Pito. Last lap, running for everyone. Samu has lost it. Channel has a chance and he has to use this chance to overtake and take the P7. Oh, there was no room to go, even though he has not run wide, so well, I don't know about the rules in this league that well, separated to my league. But Lewis is going to win the F1 Australian Grand Prix. He has done it. Here he comes to win the Australian Grand Prix. Rafa comes home third. No, he gets out. Oh my. Speedtest has won the race here. Rafa is second. Lewis is third. 3000 is fourth. Marquez fifth. Wayne sixth. Samu de Peter is going to be seventh. General 8. Or maybe that's going to do. You got a penalty in the final corner. Yep, General is P8. And Lucky 2 is P9. I even didn't realize that he got the penalty there. I don't think there's going to be... I don't think there is going to be any interviews. Because I'm not actually in the Discord. I maybe could make them. Well, I'm not going to do them right now because I'm not sure are they even working, so maybe next week. Not now, but maybe next week. Lewis, what have you done? As Brendan Light, or Brendan Light, how it's said. He made a big mistake. Could we say amateur mistake? and destroyed his whole race to perfection in last possible corner. Rafa without any penalties takes P2 today. Fastest lap goes for Lucky 2, 122.3. Overpowered. So, that was the end of F1 ERL Australian Grand Prix. Next weekend I'm trying to jump in the box. I'm working and going to the TV series, Finnish TV series filming, so it's going to be tight. Can I make it? Hopefully I can. But that's the end of the stream today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next week Bahrain time with Shirley Dry Race in the night time. Goodbye.